Such a gigantic lizard. Su Shaoqiao saw the creature under the cliff and let out a cry. Hasen also saw what the sacred blood creature looked like, a huge lizard covered in purple scales, flying out from the deep valley with a pair of feathered wings. The sacred blood creature was closer to where Hasen was, but still about 250 feet away. With the order of Yang Manli, everyone started shooting down at the sacred blood creature that was trying fly up from the valley. The arrows rained on it but couldn't even hurt the feathers on its wings, let alone the scales on its body. Even the starlight arrows could only leave some sparks before they fell. As the tips of the arrows were turned, its features remained intact. Hasen had already put his arrow with 1.2% Z steel on the bow, but did not shoot it out. This was the only arrow he had, and it would be useless if he didn't have the best angle. Its feathers and scales were too tough. Our arrows are useless unless we could shoot it in the eyes. Su Shaoqiao also shot a few arrows, which were completely wasted. As Su Shaoqiao was talking, Son of Heaven had summoned his eagle beast soul bow and a beast soul arrow in the shape of a wolf tooth, aiming at a wing of the sacred blood creature. Son of Heaven made his shot. Hasen saw that the beast soul arrow Son of Heaven used this time was much inferior to the sacred blood six-winged wasp arrow he used last time. So it must either be a mutant or primitive beast soul. The beast soul arrow flew across the sky like a black lightning bolt, cut through the purple feathers and nailed on the wing of the creature, making the creature utter a roar. Yang Manli also summoned a white pigeon-like beast soul bow, along with a blue swordfish-like beast soul arrow. As she made the shot, the arrow also pierced the purple feathers and blood started to flow down the arrow. Neither Son of Heaven's arrow nor Manli's arrow was one use this time. After the arrows hit the target, they summoned them back to their hands. This means infinite arrows. Beast soul arrows are so much better than Z steel arrows in this sense. Hasen was green with envy, wishing he could grab the beast soul arrow from Son of Heaven's hands. It must be a mutant beast soul, or else it wouldn't have penetrated the wing of a sacred blood creature so easily. Son of Heaven and Yang Manli both knew the wings were the weakest part of the creature and aimed again at its wings. The creature took another 2 shots and flew away from the cliff. Son of Heaven's beast soul bow was obviously stronger than Doomsday. When he made a shot 600 feet away from the creature, the arrow still went through its wing. Everyone was desperately shooting at the creature, while the injuries they made were still not fatal. The creature escaped and flew away. Go after it. Its wings were hurt so it can't go far. Son of Heaven gave the order and those who had beast soul mounts all summoned their mounts and chased after the creature. Hasen and others who had no mounts could only follow by running and were soon left behind. After all, those with 2 legs could never outrun those with 4. In a while, they could no longer see the mounts and suddenly heard the thud of hooves. It was Qin Shan and others who were attacking in the valley. Up! Qin Shan called to Hasen when her mount passed by him. Considering her mount could take a second person and Hasen was a good archer with Doomsday, Hasen was delighted and quickly leapt on the mount. He thought his chance had gone. But now Qin Shan would take him, so he had a second chance. Qin Shan followed the hoof prints and went ahead. Sitting behind her, Hasen had to put his arms around her to keep himself on the mount. She was in beast soul armor so he couldn't really feel a thing. In addition to the hoof prints, there were also traces of blood on the ground, which must be from the sacred blood creature's wounds, proof that they were in the right direction. After 8 hours of chasing, Qin Shan finally saw Son of Heaven. Yang Manly and others ahead of them. Son of Heaven stopped in front of a mountain, and looked up at the top of the mountain. Qin Shan and Ha Sen approached. The mountain was like a sword plugged into the ground, standing at least half a mile high. And the sacred blood creature was crouching on the mountain top, howling from time to time. This mountain is too high. Even the beast soul arrows couldn't possibly hurt the creature, seeing Qin Shan. Yang Manly said. Son of Heaven also looked to Qin Shan and saw Ha Sen sitting behind Qin Shan with arms around her waist. Suddenly he had an urge to kill Ha Sen. We must try to climb up to kill it as soon as possible. Or we can chase it down. With the self-healing ability of a sacred blood creature, its wounds will heal in a few hours and we could no longer kill it by then, said Qin Shan, staring at the mountain top. Then we will climb up and kill it. Son of Heaven put away his mount. This mountain is too steep. If we were attacked halfway, we would die, Yang Manly objected. We could send a few people up and we will watch here. If it attacked, we would shoot it dead, Son of Heaven said calmly. Who should go up? Qin Shan looked at Son of Heaven and frowned. Obviously, whoever going up will be in great danger and no one would not want to take the risk. Only Manly and I could threaten it with arrows. And we need you, Qin Shan, to stay and give orders. The rest should all go up. We've come too far to give up. Whoever goes up can have a bigger share of its meat. So it is fair, right? Son of Heaven's gaze swept across the faces of the men in front of him and turned cold when it met Ha Sen.